Welcome to the Power in Motion podcast, the show for women who want to develop a kinder relationship with their body so you can feel healthy, happy, and confident without restricting food, doing torturous exercise, or constantly worrying about the number on the scale. I'm your host, Kim Hagel, size-inclusive fitness specialist and certified non-diet health and life coach specializing in body image. This podcast is here to provide weight-neutral, health at every size aligned information and coaching on sustainable habits and mindset shifts so you can feel your very best in the body you have right now. Let's lace up our runners and go for a walk while we chat. Hi, friends. Welcome back to the Joyful Movement Show. Hey, if you're just joining us for the first time, I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Kim Hagel, personal trainer, registered holistic nutritionist, and I started this podcast to help women just like you heal their relationship with exercise so they can tap into their internal motivation and start having fun with movement as a form of self-care. And if you've been around here for a while, I want to thank you for coming back. I'm always super thankful for each and every one of you. And special thanks to those who have left a review over on iTunes. Rating and reviews help my show to pop up in the search bar for other women who are looking for this stuff. So thank you for helping to spread the word about the Joyful Movement Show. Going to give a shout out to a listener today. This review is from Stacy. And she says, amazing. Kim has so much to offer this world with her experiences, her knowledge, and her kind heart. I'm so excited she'll be reaching more women through these podcasts. Thank you so much, Stacy, for your kind words and for leaving a review. Really does mean the world to me. So if you're listening to this podcast in real time, it's just a few days after Christmas of what's probably been the craziest year of human history. Not sure about you, but our Christmas definitely looked a lot different this year. There were no parties to go to. We did porch visits with our parents and Zoom calls with our extended family. It certainly wasn't ideal. It was kind of sad, but I'm really thankful for technology and that everyone is staying safe and healthy. One thing that is the same this year is that we always take this week between Christmas and New Year's to just totally chill. So it's really timely that we're talking about your need for rest on this particular week. I'm still teaching a few movement classes over the holidays, but otherwise I'm taking a very intentional break from all the other responsibilities while I have the kids home. Traditionally, we spend this week in our new Christmas pajamas on the couch, watching movies, eating whatever leftovers we can scrounge out of the fridge. Anne of Green Gables is our Boxing Day annual tradition. My Canadian friends will know what a classic movie that is. Which brings us around to our topic for the day, which is the 7th principle of joyful movement and honoring your need for rest. And I'm wondering, how often do you give your body a total break like this? Are you someone who schedules your rest days, or does your body dictate when you rest? Today, I want to explore with you the benefits of both scheduled rest days and unplanned rest that you're maybe a little reluctant to take because, of course, that interferes with your goals. So a couple of weeks ago, back on episode 7, we talked about why rest is such an important part of your movement practice. Whether you're an athlete or whether you're like me and don't really have anything specific that you're training for, you're just enjoying a daily moderate intensity movement practice, it's still important for the body to take a break on a regular basis. So to recap, the benefits of resting, and depending on how intensely you move your body, you might need to rest anywhere from 1 to 2 days a week, maybe more, maybe less, depending on what you're doing. But resting provides the following benefits to your body. First of all, it actually improves your strength. So if you're someone who does strength training, then what happens during your workouts, your exercise sessions, is that your muscles experience tiny microscopic tears, which need time to heal after your movement session. And it's that healing that actually makes your muscles grow and get stronger. So it's in the rest that your muscles make their gains. Resting also prevents muscle fatigue. So if you do more endurance or circuit type activity, you need rest days to replenish your glycogen stores in your muscles. So that's the stored glucose that you need to draw upon to get through longer, harder endurance activities. Resting also improves your energy and your performance. Allowing those muscles to heal and refill with glycogen means they have more strength and power and endurance for your activity, and you'll be able to get through your workouts easier. Without adequate rest, you can run the risk of overtraining, which can actually cause the opposite result than you want. Resting, of course, helps you sleep better. So it allows your cortisol levels to come down and your nervous system to relax, and therefore you sleep better. And resting finally prevents injury. Pushing through when you're depleted and your muscles are sore can actually put you at risk of further injury. So, those are the benefits of rest on our physical body. And from a physiological standpoint, rest is important to help our body stay strong and healthy and functioning its best. But there's more benefits beyond that that go into our other three bodies. And remember, on episode 4, we talked about our mental, spiritual, and emotional bodies as well. Giving your physical body a break allows you to take time to notice whether you're feeling balanced in the other areas of your life and to reflect on ways to care for the other parts of you beyond the physical. Now, I always recommend considering the needs of your whole self before, during, and after every movement session. So, tuning in to what your body feels like and needs before you even start your movement session, asking what would be in your best interest today is a great practice to get into. But going along with that, I also really like to use my scheduled rest days to do some form of gentle restorative movement, some reflection, journaling, meditation activities that help me connect to my mental, emotional, and spiritual side. So that's where you can really reap the benefit of taking rest days. And it's important to note that when I say rest, it doesn't have to mean laying on the couch doing nothing. Although there is a time and a place for that too. When your physical body is sick or just completely exhausted, that's exactly where you should be. But generally speaking, though, when I'm talking about rest, I'm talking about more gentle, restorative, reflective type movement. I really do believe that our bodies crave movement each and every day or almost every day, but that doesn't have to mean working out every day. So, what might a rest day look like? Well, man, there are so many great activities that can give your body a physical break while nurturing those other sides of you. Things such as taking a walk or hiking in nature if possible, because when we surround ourselves with nature and trees and the sky and the sun, it's healing to our soul. You could do an easy bike ride, either alone or with your kids or with a friend. You could go for a gentle swim and just play in the water without having to focus on laps. Just play around in the water and allow everything to stretch and be buoyant. Doing just some stretching activities or practicing yoga, Tai Chi, or Nia, which is a mindful dancing type of movement. You could dance for fun. We often do this in our household. We'll put some rock music on in the morning while breakfast is cooking and just rock out. And, we have terrible dance moves, but we sure have fun with it. You could do foam rolling or myofascial release. So that's where you use a roller or even like a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball to just massage your muscles yourself and help to release those tight knots. You could do meditation, journaling, reading some inspirational literature. There's no one right way to rest. It can look a million different ways, but the overall goal would be to make sure that it's something you really enjoy, which will nurture your emotional body, something that allows you to clear your head to support your mental body, and something that helps you feel connected to source or the universe, to your intuition, God, whatever your belief system is, but that nurtures your spirit. Rest at the end of the day should allow your physical body to recover and get stronger, and it should do the same for your mind, heart, and spirit. You should feel rejuvenated, motivated, and energized for the next day. It should rekindle your spark for joyful movement. So I think we can see that rest is a great thing, and taking regularly scheduled rest days is a good self-care practice to make sure that all 4 of your bodies stay in good balance. However, sometimes things happen and our body requires more rest than what we've scheduled or we think we might need. There's lots of reasons why that could happen. Maybe you're coming down with a bug. Maybe you're under a lot of stress. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep. Maybe you overdid it shoveling snow the day before and your muscles are sore. Maybe you're just plain burnt out for no apparent reason. You don't have to have or even know the reason. Sometimes your body just needs a break and it sends you these signals that it just can't do it today. And this is where I see people really struggle to listen to their body and take the rest they need. We tend as humans to be very all or nothing, or is that just me? We make these rigid plans for ourselves and we schedule all our workouts and plan exactly what we'll do, when, and then if our body isn't feeling up to it for whatever reason, we either ignore the signals and push through, or we bail completely and forget about all those restorative activities that I just mentioned as an option. I'm bringing this up because it's just another sneaky way that diet culture infiltrates into our beliefs about fitness and takes us out of joyful movement. Diet culture, or the gym police, as you've heard me call it, loves to make us believe that there's a right and wrong way to do movement and that there's this specific work rest formula that's like one size fits all. Like you have to exercise 5 days a week for 30 minutes at moderate to vigorous intensity and take 1 day of rest. It's very prescribed. And I mean, that does align with the physical activity recommendations for Canadians, and not to imply that there aren't benefits to those recommendations to our physical body by following. What I am saying is only focusing on the rules, which are firmly rooted in diet culture and the idea that movement and eating is to ensure that our physical body conforms to a certain size ideal, that there's one right way to do this. It forces you to disconnect from the signals that your body may be sending you, telling you it needs some TLC. So, as a reminder, here are some warning signs that it might be time to take a break beyond your scheduled rest days. These are signs from your body asking you to slow it down and take some time off. And it's really in your body, mind, spirits, and emotions' best interest to tune in and listen to these cues. So, number one, sore muscles. Well, it's normal sometimes to feel a little sore after exercise. Persistent soreness is a red flag. It means your muscles haven't recovered from their past workouts. So, if you're sore, I recommend not pushing hard on the muscles that are feeling sore. Do something else instead that will allow those particular muscles to recover. Fatigue is number two. So, pay attention. If you're feeling exhausted on a regular basis, that's a sign that your body needs some rest, and you can take a day or two off to replenish your energy stores. Pain is number three. So muscle or joint pain that doesn't go away or progressively gets worse might be a sign of an overuse injury. So that definitely needs rest and probably medical attention. Here's another one. Number four, emotional changes. When you're physically burnt out, when your body is spent, hormones like serotonin and cortisol become imbalanced. Serotonin is your sleepy hormone and cortisol is your stress hormone. So if they're unbalanced, it can cause changes like irritability, crankiness, and mood swings. So if you notice that you're more moody than you normally would be, it could be just a sign that you need to take a rest. And going along with that, sleeping issues. So if your cortisol levels are continually raised, and also your adrenaline levels, that can make it really hard to get quality sleep. And then everything just seems harder when we're tired. And lastly, reduce performance. If your normal routine feels difficult, or if you stop seeing progress, things that you normally would be able to get through without any trouble suddenly seem hard, your legs feel extra heavy, that's a sign that you need to take a little bit of rest. Taking a day off to rest when it's not scheduled and it wasn't part of your plan, that might seem to you like a setback. But what if you changed the narrative, changed your thought to looking at it as an investment? Taking a step back in order to strengthen the other parts of you, knowing that when all four of your bodies are in balance, your overall well-being and physical health will be greater, that's going to get you a lot further ahead than pushing through and waiting for that scheduled rest day. Remember, there are no rules. Movement is a personal practice whose primary goal is to help you take care of your physical body. So let's try not to get too attached to the rules and focus a little more on tuning into what our body's actually saying and honoring those needs. So, as I'm enjoying this quiet, restful week at home with my family, I'm using this time to take a break from intense activity altogether. Like I say, I'm still teaching some movement classes, but I'm bringing the restorative vibe into them too. We're all going to do some foam rolling, extra stretching, and mobility work, and just give our bodies some TLC. And hopefully, you're using the time to also show your bodies some care and attention. I'm also taking some time this week to reflect on the coming year. As I'm connecting more to my mental, spiritual, and emotional needs and desires, I'm starting to set my goals and intentions for 2021. And by that, I mean I'm putting a lot of thought into how I want to feel in the coming year. You see, I discovered a long time ago that setting outcome goals like running races or losing weight or even focusing on specific metrics in my business put a lot of pressure on me. And then I would put everything I had into achieving the goal, even though the process of dieting or training or working towards that one outcome was brutal. But I really thought that once I achieved it, I'd be happy and proud and I'd feel better about myself. But the thing is, it didn't work. And we've talked about this before. When you're engaging in activities that are super hard and feel like punishment, you're pretty much guaranteed to be dissatisfied with the outcome. So now that I know that, I have a whole new way of setting goals that starts by chasing a feeling and then choosing from a myriad of actions based on the feeling that I'm going after. And I'm super excited to jump into 2021 feeling inspired, connected, and of great service. So I'm wondering, are you taking time to reflect on your goals over the holidays? And if so, I want to remind you about the free masterclass I have coming up on January 6th at noon Eastern Time, where I'll be teaching you my exact system for goal setting, and it actually works. I'd really love to have you join us. You can register on my website, www.radiantvitality.ca/thisismyyear. The link's also in the show notes. It's going to be great, guys. I'm going to explain why another diet or weight loss program isn't the answer to finding self-acceptance. So before you cave to all the diet culture, toxic, fear-mongering ads that are out there right now, just hold tight and sign up for the masterclass. I promise to blow your mind and help you set goals that will actually light you up and make you feel amazing. I use this exact system with the participants in my coaching program, and all of them across the board have experienced incredible results that start instantly. The great thing about this system of goal setting is that you can start seeing results the day that you set your goals. It's not a long-term thing that you're chasing. It's really cool. Anyway, friends, that's all I got for you today. Short and sweet. I will see you back here next week where we'll be talking about finding your people, the importance of community, and a supportive group to move with, and how that's a key principle to motivation and joyful movement. Until then, Happy New Year, friends. I appreciate you so much, and I hope that 2021 is filled with health, joy, and success for each and every one of you. Remember that you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Radiant Vitality Wellness, and you can learn more about how to work with me on my website, radiantvitality.ca. Be well, my friends, and here's to your radiant vitality. Thanks for tuning into the Power in Motion podcast today. If you love what you're learning here, then I invite you to take the next step of embodying these concepts into your own life so that you can live your healthiest, happiest life and never again feel held back by your body. Coaching is the fastest, most efficient pathway to taking what you know in your head to actually applying it and seeing results. Whether you're looking to make changes around movement, food, body image, or all three, I'm here to help you nurture a kind, respectful, and trusting relationship with your body so you can feel your very best. Click the link in the show notes to book a free consultation, and together we'll uncover what's getting in the way of you having the results you want. You'll leave this call knowing exactly what you need to work on, and together we'll explore whether one of my coaching offers is a good fit for you. I can't wait to meet you.